From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Throwing first play is Herbert.
And his first pass is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That is caught.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a 1st down.
Got it complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Herbert off of play action.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He gets this to Hampton. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Omari and Hampton, 15 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of
on backhand index pointing left, full game live, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling. Pressing on backhand index pointing left, full game live, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling. Pressing on backhand index pointing left, full game live, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling. Pressure on backhand index pointing left, full game live, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game live, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd and 8.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs. First
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-7, our score after 1. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Pacheco headed right.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, it's Hampton.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Hampton.
Dances by him. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Oh, nice move. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Now after the Dicker field.
Backhand index pointing left full game with popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile. Passing on backhand index pointing left full game with popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile. Passing on backhand index pointing left full game with popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile. SOM backhand index pointing left full game with popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile. SOM backhand index pointing left full game with popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile.
He stopped immediately there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 2-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they are going to score on the final return. Touchdown, LA. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Man open left side is Brown. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mahomes now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is caught.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
And Mahomes will do it himself.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with face purple white eyes, face purple white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with face purple white eyes, face purple white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with face purple white eyes, face purple white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with face purple white eyes, face purple white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with face purple white eyes,
So
face
after a
purple
rare
white eyes.
misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they were terrific in the 1st half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chargers.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
In motion goes the tight end. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is up to 18
now. 35. Chiefs, 17.
So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, do I even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That'll be caught by Rice. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range.
Index pointing left, full game lead. Trophy yellow smiling. Trophy yellow smiling. SLM backhand index pointing left, full game lead. Trophy yellow smiling. Trophy yellow smiling. SLM backhand index pointing left, full game lead. Trophy yellow smiling. Trophy yellow smiling. SLM backhand index pointing left, full game lead. Trophy yellow smiling. Trophy yellow smiling. SLM backhand index pointing left, full game lead. Trophy yellow smiling. Trophy yellow smiling.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Chargers, first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's another Chargers first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Now 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make
and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. Card red penalty. Card red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. Card red penalty. Card red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. Card red penalty. Card red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. Card red penalty. Card red penalty. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. Card red penalty. Card red penalty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Chargers first down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now Mahomes gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 21-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now he's going to... And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That makes the score Chargers 42, Chiefs 28.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he will have a charge at first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.